For the second time in recent times, the good people of Imo State, under the dynamic and able leadership of Governor Hope Uzodinma CON, played host to men and officers of the Nigerian Police Force, led by the Inspector General of Police, IGP Kayode Adeola Agbetokun, PhD, supported by the top hierarchy of the Nigerian Police Force from the 6 geopolitical zones of the country. This is for the conference and retreat for senior police officers with the theme Fostering Economic Prosperity, Social Interaction and Political Development through Enhanced Internal Security Mechanism. The event was held on Monday, the 30th of October 2023 at the Landmark Event Center, Owerri, the capital of Imo State. The event could not have come at a better time than now, when the country is facing all kinds of security challenges across all parts of Nigeria. With the off-cycle governorship election in Imo, Kogi and Bayelsa states in view, the conference and retreat for senior police officers is properly timed to position police officers for the task of gatekeeping to ensure the elections go on smoothly without any hitches. The special guest of honor at the event, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR, was represented by the Minister of Police Affairs and two-term Governor of Yobe State, Senator Ibrahim Gaidam CON. Also in attendance were the Minister of State for Police Affairs, Honorable Imam Suleiman Ibrahim, Senator Abdul Hamid Madori, Chairman Senate Committee on Police Affairs. The Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, led other officers and men of the military and other security services like Customs, Immigration Service and the Civil Defense Corps, who all came to give solidarity to the Nigerian Police Force. The National Security Advisor, NSA, was represented. The conference and retreat for senior police officers began with a welcome remarks by the Inspector General of Police, IGP Kayode Agbetokun, PhD. In his remarks, he expressed his commitment to foster a culture of professionalism, integrity and respect within the police force.
The theme of this year's conference and retreat, Fostering Economic Prosperity, Social Integration and Political Development through Enhanced Internal Security Mechanism, is derived from the policy vision of the new police leadership in the country, emplacing a professionally competent, service-driven, rule of law compliant, and citizen-friendly police force, which will support the agenda of government in fostering economic recovery and growth, as well as social integration and political development of Nigeria. This conference and retreat with the above stated theme is therefore expected to achieve important strategic objectives which will shape the policies intended to drive the new policing visions.
IGP Kayode Agbetokun said he will prioritize new ways of recruiting, training and equipping police officers to ensure that they possess the necessary skills and knowledge to carry out their duties efficiently and with excellence. And all of this will be done to the admiration of Nigerians, who are the people the Nigerian police serve.
Upon assumption of office as the Inspector General of Police of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, I immediately outlined strategic and pragmatic measures to be taken to reposition the force in line with Mr. President's determination to reform and strengthen the nation's security architecture. The cardinal focus of this police administration is improving the capability of officers, standardizing service delivery, vis-a-vis driving transformative agenda, embracing the principles of transparency, accountability, and professionalism, while upholding the rights of citizens and attending to the welfare of our officers. The police force under my watch will engage in robust synergy with other security agencies in the country to confront head-on the menace of violent crimes in our country, restore calm to troubled areas, and engender an atmosphere of peace, safety, and security, which will promote national economic growth and prosperity.
This was followed by goodwill messages by the National Security Advisor, Malam Nuhu Ribado, who was represented, and the Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa.
The conference would undoubtedly afford us the opportunity to discuss pertinent security issues affecting the country. The conference would also provide a veritable platform to review the conduct of the Nigerian police operations, training activities, and other key issues. We are all aware that we are at a period where the nation is faced with daunting and multifaceted challenges. This is coupled with the impact of recent economic downturn and stiff competition for dwindling national resources, among other issues. There is therefore no gainsaying that we must devise means to bridge all obstacles that could hinder the advancement of Nigeria's economy and create the enabling environment for a prosperous future for the citizen. I therefore have no doubt that our interaction during this conference shall elucidate actionable ideas that will undoubtedly set the stage for us to achieve our desired objectives. The Office of the National Security Advisor, on its part, will continue to explore new ways and means of enhancing collaboration with all stakeholders to effectively checkmate security threats and set conditions for a stable and prosperous environment for the Nigerian people. The Office of the National Security Advisor will also remain resolute in supporting the Nigerian police force and indeed all relevant stakeholders towards enhancing national security and the socio-economic well-being of the nation.
As the Chief of Defense Staff, I assure you of the unwavering commitment and support of the Nigerian Armed Forces in strengthening our internal security mechanisms. The Armed Forces recognizes the importance of collaboration and partnership between the military, the police force, and other security agencies in ensuring the safety and well-being of our citizens. By building trust and cooperation, we can create an environment where citizens are collectively involved in the security process, reporting suspicious activities, working hand in hand with the police to prevent and combat crime. And that's why we always take advantage to appeal to the citizens that the security agencies cannot do it alone. Security is everybody's responsibility. The rapid advancement in technology and the swiftness of information sharing have continued to create daunting challenges to security operations. This is because non-state actors also utilize these capabilities to easily assess the public and influence them by propagating their untoward agenda. In like manner, security agencies must embrace technology capabilities in our security operations to enhance our intelligence gathering capabilities, improving information sharing and facilitate timely and effective responses to security incidents. Training programs and capacity building initiatives in this regard should be prioritized to equip our officers with the necessary skills and knowledge to harness these technology advancements.
In his remarks, Governor Hope Uzodinma of Imo State used the opportunity to again reaffirm his unflinching support for the police force, promising that Imo State government will continue to do whatever it can to make the job of the police easier, safer, and more efficient. Governor Hope Uzodinma said supporting the police force goes beyond training and provision of equipment because the welfare of police officers and men is equally paramount.
The police are the closest security agency to the civilian populace, so that they have a relationship that easily assists them in carrying out their duties. The civilians trust the police the more, and they are very afraid of the military. The police understands the nuances of the civilians, so the police are in a far better position to sustain national unity through enhanced internal security mechanism. While I leave you to work on these suggestions at your technical sessions, let me assure you that the government of Imo State will continue to assist security agencies, including the police, in the discharge of their constitutional duties. In the next couple of days, we shall be holding our governorship election in the state. I charge you to be professional, as always, in the exercise of your assignment. Do not give room to hoodlums to disrupt the election. Just take charge and do your jobs as prescribed by the Constitution. On that note, I wish you a very successful and fruitful deliberation. In your spare time, feel free to explore our city and its environs. Like I said, Owerri is the capital city of hospitality in the southeast, and our people are very friendly and accommodating. So try and have some recreation while you are here. And if you are satisfied, We are expecting you to come back next year. Thank you, and may God bless all of you.
The keynote address was delivered by the President of Interpol, Major General Al Raisi. He looked at the Nigeria police functions and operations. Despite the very difficult circumstances, the men and officers of the Nigeria Police Force have carried out their professional chores.
I am pleased to be in Nigeria at the 4th edition of the Conference and Retreat of Senior Police Officers. Founded in 1930, Nigeria Police Forces has continued to action its vision of making Nigeria safer and more secure for everyone living here. Since joining Interpol in 1960, Nigeria has also played a key role in tackling regional and international crime. The Nigerian police force of 350,000 has been crucial in ensuring safety and security of the local population, while working alongside with other police forces from the neighboring countries to fight against organized crime in West Africa. As leaders in policing, it's our collective responsibilities to safeguard the lives of people within our communities and beyond. In our capacity, we have the power to enhance security, to promote cooperation, and to facilitate knowledge sharing. Nigeria's geostrategic location has attracted organized criminal groups who often smuggle illicit goods or use Nigeria as a stepping stone to reach other continents. Interpol's National Central Bureau in Abuja is fundamental in maintaining national and regional security. Nigeria has played a vital role in several Interpol operations and initiatives over the years, demonstrating its commitment to tackling transnational crimes.
The address of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, was read by Senator Ibrahim Gaidam, Minister of Police Affairs. President Bola Tinubu restated that it's the moral duty of the Federal Republic of Nigeria under his leadership to support the Nigerian police force and other security organizations in intensifying their bids to improve public safety.
I commend the Inspector General of Police and the police management team for coming up with a team which appropriately encapsulates my desire for a great nation. Indeed, the economic prosperity, social integration, and political development and stability of the nation thrive only when safety, security, and public order are pursued and guaranteed. At no time in the life of Nigeria is our prosperity more tied to security than in the last decade. Increase in the number of complexity of our security challenges have deprived us of our collective aspirations to develop our nation and because to our posterity and equity, prosperous and united country.
President Bola Tinubu said the country must do its very best to ensure that there is an improvement in the security of lives and property and investment of our people and foreign investors.
I wish to remind you that during my inaugural address, I stated unequivocally that security shall be the top priority of our administration because neither prosperity nor justice can prevail amidst insecurity and violence. I followed the observation up by promising that my administration shall reform both our security doctrine and its architecture. Distinguished guests and senior officers, this is the time to introduce key reforms to reposition the police to be more effective in the performance of their mandate, which is internal security, public safety, and order. This administration has matched its most with action. is I have given approval and funding support for local and overseas training of officers to better equip them and enable them to enhance the institutional capacity of the police force to secure the nation and consequently make Nigeria safe for foreign direct investment.
BISCON Communications Global Media Network congratulates Governor Hope Uzodinma of Imo State for his massive investment in all matters that concern security of lives and property, having sponsored the retreat for senior police officers for the second time in recent times.